straight to the brim. Alright, yeah, chill.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. It's Jay Ayyo. You already know. Do you know your Caymanian hero? So the first Caymanian hero that we will be looking at is the Honorable James Manoa Bodden, also affectionately known as Mr. Jim. He hails from Lower Valley, which also is interchangeably known as Savannah, but he born 1930, died 1988. Do you know your Caymanian hero? Let's go. Let's take a look. Okay guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's Jay Ayyo. So we're here in Bodden Town, the district of the first national hero, the Honorable James Manoa Bodden. He was born in Lower Valley from 1930 and then died in 1988. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the Honorable James Manoa Bodden, affectionately called Mr. Jim. So at the tender age of 14 years old, Mr. Jim did his Jamaican local examinations, where he learned how to do typewriting, shorthand, photography, and even bookkeeping, which were all essential skills in those days. At the age of 16 years old, Mr. Jim went to work at the Cayman Islands Post Office as a treasury clerk, where he did that for about a year. Then he went to the United States. He did come back and then he went back to the United States. He also went to sea, which was also a popular thing back then, because finding jobs in the local economy back in those days was really hard. So locals had to go on over either to the United States or go to sea. And what that usually involved was you'd have like a recruiter who would come and say, oh, we need this amount of men to help us sail across the ocean. And that was something that was really big. Now, before he returned to Grand Cayman, he had a couple of jobs in the United States where he did real estate, which was a really big thing, because incidentally that helped him in his political career, which doesn't happen until like when he's way older, but that's besides the point. So he had a couple businesses in Grand Cayman when he came back, but then he went back to the United States. Now his political career started out in 1972, where he opts to go for the by-election, but was unsuccessful. However, in the 1972 general election, he was successful, and he and Haig Bodden, also known as the twin Boddens, go on to win a couple election cycles going forward. And for some reason, Mr. Jim was, he was visionary, he was charismatic, he had the common touch, he knew how to appeal to his voters, he knew how to get their attention and keep them focused, which was really difficult back in those days, because politicians were coming in and out. Now he really is known for being a national hero, one, because like I said, he had vision, he had charisma, he had common touch. Now his experience in real estate, aviation, tourism, tertiary education is what built, which helped lay the foundation for the Cayman Islands, where you see ICCI, the International College of the Cayman Islands. He helped establish that. The Pirates Week, which is an cultural event in November, in the latter part of the year, where tourists come around just for that. He established that. And the Cayman Airways, which is the national flag airline for the Cayman Islands, he helped to establish that. So the Honorable Mr. Jim Bodden helped to establish a lot of Caymanian entities that really helped put Cayman on the map. When we talk tourism, Pirates Week, that helps with tourism. It helps to bring money into the local economy. When we talk about Cayman Airways, Caymanians can have a national sense of pride when they're flying to New York, they're flying to Tampa, flying to Jamaica, flying to Honduras, all over the globe, right? Really, it really helps, put that testament in that Caymanians are trendsetters, just like Mr. Jim Bodden. Now, he was equally pivotal in bringing Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II to the Cayman Islands, and that would have been her first trip. And most of you would have known that, you know, the Queen came back numerous times. So she'd come in 1997 under Lemuel Hurston, who would have been the deputy governor at the time, but it would be a different position. And, you know, other heirs of the royal family had visited, like the Queen's son has visited, who is now King Charles. The Queen's youngest son also visited, who is now the Duke of Edinburgh. So there's a lot of historical context and culture that the Honorable Jim Bodden helped to establish, put Cayman on the map, and become the envy of the jewel. Now, he was equally more so dedicated in helping preserve the way of life, which, you know, brought Cayman much success, coming from the 1980s all the way up to the 2000s, and we would see a lot of change. But it is no wonder that the Honorable James Manoa Bodden is the first national hero, because he embodies what it is to be a Caymanian, which is to go out, be the trendsetter, and come back and add that experience and help put your country on the map. Guys, thank you so much for watching the series of Know Your Hero, the Caymanian series of Know Your Hero. If you learned something that you did not know before, tell your mommy, tell your daddy, tell your dog, tell your girlfriend, tell your husband, and share the information on Know Your Hero. Do you know your Caymanian hero? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you all in the next video.
The fall from them straight to the brain.